perspective, I have made my decision, and you won't find me in Alabama.
Okay, I want to move on to the NFL. President Trump once again tweeted angrily while at Mar-a-Lago this Thanksgiving week. He began by continuing his criticism of LaVar Bell, the father of one of the UCLA players who was arrested for shoplifting in China and later freed. He said, LaVar, you could have spent the next 5 to 10 years during Thanksgiving with your son in China, but no NBA contract to support you. But remember, LaVar, shoplifting is not a little thing. It's a really big deal, especially in China. Ungrateful fool. That tweet was followed by this. The NFL is now thinking about a new idea, keeping teams in the locker room during the national anthem next season. That's almost as bad as kneeling. When will the highly paid commissioner finally get tough and smart? The issue is killing your league. And Washington Post opinion writer Greg Sargent said the president's tweets are part of a larger trend, writing, Trump's rage tweets about LaVar Bell are part of a pattern. Trump regularly attacks high-profile African Americans to feed his supporters' belief that the system is rigged for minorities. Do you think the president has a habit of unnecessarily singling out minorities?
There certainly is. The president is a good counterpuncher. He doesn't seem to discriminate from my perspective. I think he attacks anyone he believes or perceives as attacking him or the country, whether it's right or wrong. I will say, as it relates to the LaVar Bell incident, as it relates to China, I think there's a segment on ESPN called Come On, Man. Here's my thought. If you're going to steal, and you're going to steal in China, and someone gets you out of that, you ought to say thank you. They should say welcome. The reality of it is, for a high-profile athlete to go to China and steal, and then the President of the United States, who obviously has a very precarious and provocative relationship with sports completely, to bail you out, I think deserves a thank you without having to be asked for it. So the truth of the matter is,
not singling out minorities. You don't think he's singling out minorities? From the UCLA players to NFL players?
I will tell you that from my perspective, the answer is no. There is no doubt that if he were singling out minorities in the basketball situation, he singled them out in a positive way. The reality of it is, having the President of the United States step in to help you out when you're in China, that is a powerful move that likely brought those fellows home without having to miss Thanksgiving with their family, because the truth is there could have been some really negative consequences to those young folks.
Okay, Senator, I want to move on. This holiday week, when we're all giving thanks and we think of those less fortunate than us, I wanted to talk about poverty and income inequality. Your background, yes, raised by a single mother in a low-income home. You said that the Republican tax bill will help the poor. How?
A couple ways that we do that. Number one, if you look at on the person